It's been, I don't know, a week or two since I've done a garden check-in. So I figured I would do a quick garden check-in. This isn't going to be long at all because I have shit to do out here. So for anyone coming in or anybody who catches the replay, this is just an update the past week, week and a half, I don't know, 2 weeks, however long the last update was. I have not like actively been out in my garden for like a week because I got my arm tattooed and I knew that even if I came out just to look at things, well, I mean, okay, that's a lie. I have come out and looked at things, but I knew that if I came out to the garden for any long amount of time, I would want to be out here playing in the dirt, which fresh tattoo, that's not a good idea. So I've restrained myself for the past week being out here and actively doing work in my garden. I've gotten a lot of rain here, and so, I mean, haven't had to water or do any of those things. Good morning, Sassy. Good morning, Gypsy. Good morning, C. Good morning, Tuck. All I'm doing is just a quick garden update. That's all I'm doing. I was just gonna do a video because, like, I've got a shit ton of shit to do today, but I figured I'd just do a quick little live. I'm finishing my cigarette and then we'll go in there. I was just saying, I have not really actively been out in my garden for like a week because I got my arm tattooed and obviously got to protect that, and I was not covering my arm, and the long sleeve shirts I have are not like super baggy, so I've restrained myself, but I'm pretty much healed up. I mean, I guess I am healed up. There's just skin peeling. Little wild G Montana, good morning, girl. So we're just gonna do a quick walkthrough of the garden. I'm sure there's extensive weeding that needs to be done. So the last I was in the garden before I got tattooed, cabbage worms were attacking the kohlrabi, and I'm looking at one of the leaves right now and it looks like lace, and I'm like, fuck. But the kohlrabi is almost ready to harvest, which is great because I'm growing the kohlrabi for one of my neighbors because he absolutely loves it. So luckily the kohlrabi's almost ready to harvest. I want to say, we're gonna go look here in a minute. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this smoke. How are y'all doing? How's the weather? How's everybody's gardens? Anything y'all are struggling with? There's a damn fucking... What are those bugs? All right, y'all. All right. Lil Brian, it is, I don't know, nearly 8:40 a.m. Squirrels are a big problem. Sassy. I struggled with squirrels like the first year I moved here. All I'm saying is 22 handles business. So do painted stones. So do painted stones if you're not down for the 22 business. Morning, Muffster. Dang, G Montana. No rest for the wicked, huh? Alright, we're gonna get to this because, I mean, there it is. It is so nice out here right now, but y'all see the sun. The sun is coming through. Look at that. I literally can't. Like, there's so much maintenance that needs to be done right now. This might be a bad time to say it, but I also have more plants that need to go in the ground. So, what do I have? I've got moonflowers. Hold on. Yeah, I've got moonflowers. I've got echinacea. Couple rosemary plants. I've got more nasturtiums. What else? What else? What else? There's something else I got. I don't know. I sprayed tomatoes with hot sauce. Right on. said grow a garden in Roblox. Lil Brian, how old are you? Because this is an adult. This is an adult live stream. This is not Roblox. All right, let's put this cigarette out. Oh, Lil Brian, I'm sorry, dude, but like, this is not for kids, dude. Please have a wonderful day. Hold on, y'all. All right. All right. Because y'all know how I roll. There's swear words. There's all kinds of shit. All right, let me put out the smoke. And then we will start our walkthrough. Because like I say, this is not going to be long. I'm not even done with my coffee. All right. Yeah, I see y'all. Bad little birds. So, I've got all the beans. Everything's going nuts. I need to train these suckers, like, for real. So, these are the yellow wax beans on this side. Whoa, hold on, sorry. We got to go slow with this. Okay. So, yellow wax beans. I'm sure that there's a bunch down in there. Because, like I say, I have not been out here. Oh, the amaranth. Look at that amaranth. And then these are green beans over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at those. In my pots. Now, damn it. Hold on. This is radish. So if you look down here, you're going to see that this is obviously a radish. But what I'm doing is I'm letting it go completely to seed. I'm letting a few of these go completely to seed so I can harvest the seeds and obviously have my own stock. You little bastard. You see that little motherfucker right there? Oh, that little black and white. You see that? That is a Chinese lanternfly nymph. And these little motherfuckers will do this. However, if I go to even get close to him, he'll jump and he'll go to another plant. Oh, can you guys see the spider web? So I'm letting, let's see, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, I've got 3 of them going to seed right now so that I can harvest, because eventually the seeds will come from here. So that's what I'm doing. Expanding that audience. Yeah, right. Expanding that audience. Not kids, though. Okay, so this is the kohlrabi. And this, you see this decimation right here? This is what, let's see if we can find one. Because I'm sure I'm going to be out here a good hour or two. Odin, knock it off. I'm sure I'm going to be out here an hour or two. Like, it's pretty well decimated. Okay, there's one. So, cabbage worms. They will attack anything in the cabbage, broccoli, etc. family. And this is what they do. And they will hide down low in here on the underside of your leaves. Now, I don't use any pesticides in my garden at all, guys. Like, nothing, unless it's natural. And I know that can mean not being successful in my garden, but it's the way I do things because that's just how I am. So to remove them, it's a matter of just picking them off and killing them legitimately, because obviously the sun nutrients, all that is absorbed through the leaves. But these little bastards want to eat all my shit. So as you see, the leaves look like lace. That's what they've done. This kohlrabi is like almost ready to harvest. So what a shame, man. What a shame. Celery in here. Celery's I've always struggled with snaps. Hold on. There's prettiness. Oh. They're so pretty. So, then we come into here. This is pumpkins. And as y'all see, let's see what we got. We've got white powdery mildew. That's what these white spots are. So that's from moisture. That's from dew. Obviously the humidity and the heat with the moisture left on the plants, even if it's naturally occurring from rain and such, this is what you get. So it'll be spray bottle time with a little bit with water, a little bit of Dawn dish soap, some peroxide, and hopefully that'll take care of it. The leaves that are heavily damaged will be removed because, I mean, they're heavily damaged. These pumpkins are struggling because the amount of sunlight that they don't get. And then we have all the wood sorrel. So yeah, it'll be time to weed more because those little guys are they're struggling. Yeah, but look down here. Yes, sir. So I'm also looking for evidence of vine borers, squash borers, and I don't see any breaks, but I do see striations on the stem, so that's very well possible as well. This though, definitely. This is, I believe this is my butternut squash. Is this my butternut squash and acorn squashes are right here. But you guys see, look at that powdery mildew and what it does, y'all. Muffster, 100%. On the kohlrabi, I see some ladybug, not larvae, but I guess, I don't know, nymphs, little tinies. This guy, now, I don't want to touch it because I was touching powdery mildew and it'll spread, but looks like we got an acorn squash down there, right there. Little mushies. Little mushies. Okay, who are you and what are you doing? You are a pumpkin and you are traveling. Hold on, I need to look. Like I say, I'm looking for splits in here to see if we have vine borers because they will decimate. And they are something that I've battled every year since moving here. So, okay, other hand, so we're not touching. Yep, we've got some things going on. Oh, sorry guys, I turned the phone. Okay, so that's butternut squash and acorn squash, pumpkins. We have the kohlrabi, celery. This is my pumpkin. Yes, pumpkins. And all the marigolds. And there's tons of mullein, parsley. What is traveling through? This is exactly what I didn't want. Oh wait, no, this is muskamelon. This one's muskamelon. That's watermelon. So it looks like everything's doing all right. Basil, nasturtiums. Okay, and then obviously this row, I wish I could like zoom out. This row is my pollinator strip, which I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 echinacea to put in here. So hopefully we can find some spots. Because I mean, we've got cosmos, we've got zinnias, we've got snapdragons, we've got dahlias. There's a shit ton. I'm wondering if this is hemlock. I don't think so. It could be wild carrot, but I'm thinking that might be hemlock. All right, so now we come to yellow squash, and we've got yellow squashes coming. Sassy, my watermelon is having a hard time because I need to cut more of my trees. And like this is a huge apple tree. Look at that big pile. That's all weeds. This is a huge apple tree and I've tried not to have to cut it so fucking harshly, but it's gonna happen. Like this whole part needs to go. And then that big tree is what comes here. So a bunch of that's gonna have to go so that the afternoon sun, because that's to the west. So the afternoon sun can hit the ends of my rows here more greatly, especially where the watermelon is, which is in here, and the pumpkin. I'm trying not to trample shit. We've got the amount of dill I have is freaking ridiculous, if I'm honest. Like, that's what happens when you leave a dill plant in a garden box through winter and the seeds just go everywhere. And then it's like dill everywhere. The amount of dill that I've already harvested is freaking insane. So yeah, pollinator strip. And then we come here, and this is, like I say, yellow. There's some yellow straight neck squash. The barrage got so big so quick. The barrage flowers, though, y'all, are like really, really pretty. If I can get one to turn towards y'all. There they are. They're so pretty. So yeah, like I say, there are yellow squashes. Everything looks pretty dang good. Definitely, woohoo. And then, let's see. This is all tomato. There's a combination of all different tomatoes in here. There's, I know, some heirlooms. There's Amish. That's Amish paste. Holy basil. So, and tons of wild dill. So, got a bunch of little maters. The amount of tomatoes I'm going to have this year, if everything does well, is going to be insanity. Because I might have done too much, okay? All the little mushrooms, y'all. I can't with the little mushrooms. They make my heart so happy. Dill, marigolds. So yeah, everything's looking pretty dang good. I'm pleased. Amaranth. I need to get some caging up because this one's starting to lay down. I think that's a cherry tomato because my little girl loves cherry tomatoes. So this is the rogue potato plant. So we'll see. We'll see if anything comes out of that. And then, like, all through the garden everywhere, you guys are going to see it. There's mullein. There's mullein. Okay, hold on. I definitely need weed. Yes, sir. So these look like, those almost look like, there's little black ants, and there's little, I don't know. They remind me of the little, I don't know the name off the top of my damn head. Corn. So, I mean, I'm not tall by any means. I'm 5'3", y'all. And my corn is, oh, hello, darling. That's either a lightning bug or a ladybug nymph. Anyways, my corn is, this corn is up to my hips. So, I know I've said this like 1,000 times. Corn should be knee-high by the 4th of July. And when they say knee-high by the 4th of July, they mean knee-high to a horse, not to you. But mine's about there. That side is definitely there because that side is, I don't know, I want to say a good 5 to 8 inches taller than this side. And then my sunflowers, the ones that didn't get decimated by slugs and such. So the corn's looking good. I'm not seeing cornworms or anything yet. I'm starting to see some evidence of the tassels coming up. So I'm pleased with that. And there's some sort of squash plant growing right down there. I'm not sure. I didn't plant it. It must have been a rogue seed, y'all. Good morning, Amy Robarge. Good to see you. So, I mean, this is all looking swell. This needs to go. This is a wild rose bush, and it needs to go because, like, they're so invasive. I wanted them because they have, like, the tiniest little rose hips, which is so great for teas and stuff. But, like, they're so invasive and they take over. And, like, whatever this vine is, like, what is this? Like, what is this? And then we have mullein. Look at the little baby flowers. Mullin's looking good. That one's looking good. I don't think that one's going to make it. But, I mean, these were transplants. You got to figure these were in garden boxes before transformed this area. So, oh, more mushies. More little mushies. So that's what's on this side. Now we'll cover the center because I know as I step on the barrage. Damn it. All right. So the center. These are my grapes. Now, these are not established grapes. I mean, I guess they are. But like, this is their first year. So I'm not... look at those little bastards. So, I mean, the grapes are doing good. I did lose a vine. I lost this vine, and I'm not sure how or why. Oh, the green beans. Here go the green beans. More green beans. Something having a fucking field day on them. Let's see. I'm not seeing. And then this is one set. Oh, shit. This is one set of sugar snap peas. Definitely time to harvest those. My daughter will be so thrilled. She is the little... She'll pull them right off the vine and just snack on them. So there's green beans in here. As you guys see, yeah, it's time to come through. My purple whole peas were... Oh, I don't want that. That's more pokeberry. My purple whole peas did not make it at all. But like I say, we've got a ton of sugar snap peas and green beans, and then high sops in here to help. I know you can barely see it, but there's the high sop right there. That's to help with the health and growth of the 6 grapevines that I do have in here. Let's see if any of these be. Oh, hi little birdie. There's a bird in there. I'm not gonna bug you. So, like I say, in here is the radishes, and then beets, and then carrots. I don't think the beets are not quite ready yet. They're still pretty small. So we're gonna let them go. But man, we definitely have some radishes. Definitely have radishes, you know? And lamb's quarters. No, we don't want that. All right, so let's see. I don't think any of the carrots are ready yet, y'all. And I really didn't thin them out. I tried to space them when I planted properly, but oh, don't tell me that's another tomato. I've got like rogue tomatoes everywhere. I do have a video that I did, another fucking weed, where I removed a whole shit ton of the rogue tomatoes in these other rows and transplanted them along that fence, and I never posted it. But they're doing pretty good. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. Oh, okay, here we are. Good morning, Mama. How you doing, Lady Smith? Teresa, everybody coming in. Scumbag big timer, hey. Unchained 69, thank you. Yes, they are, Lady Smith. The greens are delightful. But like I say, they're not quite ready yet. Sorry, they're not quite ready yet, but they will be. And same with the carrots. I mean, the carrots are growing, they're looking good, they're happy. I really need to get in here and weed, y'all. The only thing in this row that I had put a row or a spare muskmelon, and it's trying to live. It's really trying, but like it's struggling, as y'all see. There looks to be some white powdery mildew, so we'll have to take care of that. Okay, over here, cucumbers. I've got this one that's doing really well. I had lost one in here and I had put 2 more. I lost that one. As you see, the stems all just, we'll just take that out. So I lost that one. Not worried. But this one seems to be doing good. It's doing what it's supposed to, but I'm seeing evidence of vine borers. That one's doing all right. The ones that are really doing great are these cucumbers. So, but, haha, you little bastard. You see that motherfucker? Fuck you. Sorry, y'all. But we've got cucumbers, so I mean, I can't get mad, but ugh, I just smashed that with my fingers. Now my fingies stink. But we got some white powdery mildew. We've got cucumbers. These, the Queen Sophia marigolds are coming up very nicely. The dill's doing good. The basil. Oh, all these sugar snappies, y'all. Wow. I may have went a little over the top. You know what I mean? I may have went a little over the top. Hi, G Mama Grows Hard in the Garden. How you doing? So, the oregano is already going to seed, which kind of gets me because it's like, what? I've got purple green beans in this row, as you guys see. I'm not seeing any bean action yet from those. And then this is my zucchini. So, we've got the powdery mildews. So there's going to be a lot of maintenance that I'm going to have to do these next couple days, y'all. I mean, you can see, you see the little zooks, little baby zooks. You're struggling, baby. You are struggling so hard. Always checking the underside because, yeah. Oh. So, I'm not sure about that one. There's a really beautiful one over here. It's just going to come down to maintenance. So, I mean, we've got baby zucchinis. We've got pretty decent health on them, I'd say. But there's definitely, like I say, the white powdery mildew needs to be treated because otherwise it's going to be nothing but a struggle. This is definitely pokeberry. And I'm sure if Carolina Oma staff sees me, she's going to be like, you still haven't removed that. No, because it wasn't high on my priority list. But I need to find my loppers. And as soon as I find my loppers, I'm just going to cut it off. Because the taproot, I'm afraid, considering where it's growing in between the tomatoes and my peppers, I'm afraid if I try to pull it, the taproot's going to yank tomatoes and such. So we're going to lop it off until the season's done, and then I'll dig out that taproot. These are honeydews. So we have all the zucchini and then a ginormous mullein that's splitting into, I don't know how many flowering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's at least 9 flower crowns on this. And then honeydews. And then this is more tomatoes. Oh, I need to weed so bad, y'all. Tomatoes, barrage. Oh, wait, no, we need to go to this one. So, obviously, there's the pokeberry, little bastard. There are some rogue tomatoes in here. This is not supposed to be a tomato row. This is my pepper row. So, I'm seeing flowering. Now, of course, I didn't mark my peppers. I had them marked in the cups when I started them, but, like, I tried to leave the cups around, but I'm not sure what's happening here, y'all. But there's rogue tomatoes, nasturtiums, which I hope everybody knows nasturtiums are edible, from the leaves to the flowers. More peppers. Okay, let's see if we can, how are we going to step over here? Well, short legs, let's roll. Ta-da! Look at that, sweet banana peppers. Like I say, I haven't been out here in a minute. And there's a Chinese lanternfly nymph. Oh, they're such bastards. They love the trees of heaven. And if you know about trees of heaven, like, they're horrific. They're fast growing. They get really tall. But like in late summer, transitioning into fall, like the smell that they have is like decaying flesh. And so in doing an area, outlining an area for livestock, removed the vast majority of the trees of heaven that I had here, which I figured would keep these little suckers away. Ha 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 ha. Not so fast. So the peppers are looking good, but these tomatoes, like, can you guys, like, oh my gosh. Time to get some organization. this is going to drive me insane. The whole point of doing my garden like this was to keep it organized. We got lots of little maters. So the tomatoes are all doing good. And then obviously here is more corn. I see, let's see, let me get over here. Okay, so I see 1 sunflower here, 2 sunflowers. I see 2 sunflowers, 3, because there's one back down over there. So I lost the majority of sunflowers up against the fence on this side, but not on that side. So, I mean, that's all right, but the corn, and we've got rogue tomatoes in here. This is obviously, I don't know, up to my ribs. And then the sugar snap piece. My goodness. Yeah, time to get these suckers. Wow. Good morning, Hillbilly. What the hell was that? Was that a huge spider? Like, I'm not, I ain't playing. And last but not least, the potatoes. So I had seen some flowering. I mean, look at the leaf burn from the heat that we've had here. They were hella flowered, like highly flowered, and now the flowers have gone away, but they're not dying back. They're growing more now. I need to get these. I really need to weed. So this is the potatoes. Safe, secure, growing. Now that, you see that? That was tiny. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to weave it in the fence and it's going to be, you know, fantastical. That's a wild American rose. And yeah, I'm going to have to cut it all out. It's going to get cut out because, I mean, you can't tell that there's really a fence there now. So, I mean, other than that, here we go. Here's the echinacea. Hi, baby. There's one echinacea. The strawberries struggled a little bit this year, and I think it's because I did not amend the soil. I know. Shame on me. Bad. I did not amend the soil in my strawberries. I mean, I got a small crop. Nothing crazy. I still have all these down here, which obviously have been runners that have transplanted themselves down here that I'm going to have to dig up. I mean, they're still trying, but like, I really, really think it's because I did not amend the soil. You know what I mean? And like what's in here is not like for like the best growing conditions. Is that you, bro? You're stalking me. Damn cat. My little outside kitten. Let's see. I know I have some mint. Yes, mint. Mint is growing nicely. I mean, they're still flowering. There's still things happening, but yeah, I see y'all. Let's check the apples before I wrap this up because that sun is starting to blur. All the apples on the ground. All these I rake out into the yard for the deer. But I know I'm dealing with wormage and blue jay bastards. So, I mean, there's apples. But I don't know. I don't know what harvest time's going to look like for me. You know? I guess we'll just wait and see. Have an area going back there. I don't know if y'all can see maybe some of the posts. However, the posts need to be moved because like the livestock area is going to be from here, there, and then as far back as I want it. My neighbor behind me was like, you could butt it up all the way up to our property if you want, no problem. Like, so there's shit ton to do, y'all. I suppose I'll turn this around. So that's the garden. There's plenty of work to be done. I have all these little trees that need to get in the ground. I have vining plants I need to get up. Echinacea I need to get in. So I just wanted to give you all an update. Like I say, I was going to do a video, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just go live right quick. So that's about it on this end, y'all. Thinking harvest for you is going to be most exciting. Busyness, yeah. It does look great. I'm really, really pleased. I mean, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work doing this, you know what I mean? But like, so worth it. I'm just lucky that like I have this section of my land back here like chain linked, because like if I didn't, I don't think I would be as successful as I'm hoping to be this year. Because I mean, squirrels, chipmunks, bunnies, we've got, I mean, deer, like all the things that will decimate a garden is for sure here. So yeah, it is getting warm. So yeah, Hollywood. Okay, Woody. It does look good. It does. Thank you. It makes me happy. Make sure there's no bugs in my coffee. So that's about it, y'all. I'm going to end this because I might get a few things done. And then I've got a bunch of running around to do and places to go. And I don't want to, but it's got to be done. Because what is today? Thursday. Yeah. And tomorrow's a holiday. I just want to spend the day in the garden and then swim. That's what I want to do. Dang it, backwoods. Hi. I love you, brother. Thank you. But I hope everybody else is having garden success. If you're not having garden success, just keep at it. Do not give up. Do not give up. The Google machine can be really useful in helping you deal with the pests, the soil issues, all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, y'all, the only way to get rid of pests is to painstakingly take hours and pick them pests off your plants, even though it's going to take you 4 hours to do. Like, Leslie, good to see you. Ohio, my bestest friend. Damn it. I love you, girl. I love you, Ohio. Dang it. Look at all the love. I love all the love in there. And somebody's giving me hearts. Right on. Right on. I'm sweating like so bad already. It's cool though. There was something else I was gonna say. Odin, that's enough. So I've got a small area attached to the side of the barn, like another run area. That is where Thomas is now. Thomas is no longer in the backyard. Thomas is very violent, angry male turkey. So I have to keep him separate from everyone else, even from my full-grown female turkey Sunshine, because like I would love to dispatch him, but like he's old. What am I gonna do? Make bone broth? I don't have a dog anymore, so it's not like I could be like, well, I'm gonna make dog food, you know what I mean? So working on a duck area for all my ducks. I don't know how I've ended up with all male ducks, but I've just got a flock of male ducks. I don't know. No lie. No lie. And then let's see, inside, still in brooders. Okay, y'all, bear with me here. 1, 2. Inside, I've still got 3 turkeys. 1, obviously, is for sure male. That's Beetlejuice. The other 2, I don't know, but they're like feral AF. Like, they don't want to be handled. They will hiss at you. Like, So I've got 3 turkeys, and I have got still 8 chickens. The salmon faverolles and whatever other ones they were. I don't even remember. So I've still got birds inside that are not big enough to go out to the barn yet, and just trying to get organization here as far as my animals and get area for livestock along with everything else. Ohio, be safe. Please text me and let me know you get there safe. And I love you. Have fun. Have fun, babe. I went and dropped, I don't know, $100 and something yesterday on fireworks. And that was with coupons, because like without the coupons from this company, like absolutely not. All I know is I have about a dozen mortars ready to go, man, for tomorrow. I'm ready. I'm ready. And like, have you guys seen the super long sparklers that are like 4 feet long? Because I got 2 packs of those super long sparklers, literally almost as tall as I am. You too, Sassy. Y'all be safe. Leslie, are you talking to me? And if so, which one are you talking about? The one that I built in the front yard? The one that got ripped apart with the high winds? That one? Because that one is still in disrepair, and I need to repair it, but spare time. There's no spare time. No, I've got adhesive to glue the polycarbonate panels in. I've also got a setup to make the windows that are in the roof of my greenhouse, to make them, to automate them so that like I can set them on a timer and they will naturally, or not naturally, but they will automatically open. But I've got to repair it. Like, yeah. I've got to repair that greenhouse. For now, I mean, I have that one up for certain grow things, but look at those elephant ears. Look at those elephant ears. All the plantain. Look at all the plantain. Anyways, I've got to repair the greenhouse. For now, I've got that one. But like I say, I mean, it went from greenhouse to getting the garden in, then to getting plants in, then to everything. I mean, and then summer with kids home. I mean, my daughter's home all the time because she's homeschooled, but like my sons and their shenanigans. So, I mean, I am going to get a little time out here today. And at the very least, even if I don't start with like weeding, at the very least, like if you guys look like right here, you see all them plants that need to get in? Yeah. So, what is this? Where's that really pretty? This one. This is the one I'm excited for. Hold on, y'all. I got to show you this. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, though. The green twister coneflower. I'm so excited for that one. So these are, these coneflowers are going to go in my pollinator strip, because I have one that keeps reseeding every year that's over there. But, and then I've got moonflowers, and what else is this? More basil. I've got rosemary, nasturtiums. So yeah, there's tons of, I mean, I've got morning glories. I've got another vining plant. Like, I need to do these things. So that's the agenda for today. Get some of these flowers in where they need to go, and the vining plants in where they need to go. Harvest green beans, harvest sugar snap peas, and then I've got to go a bunch of places. I've got to go. So yeah. Yeah, that one you built. Oh no, that's it does suck. It does suck. Mine got ripped to shreds by the hill, so we're in the same boat. Like, these winds came through, Leslie, and it was literally like the Wizard of freaking Oz, man. I ran outside because I saw part of my roof gone. And like, yeah, I've got all the kids out there. I'm hollering at them, grab the plants, run them in the house. Like, I'm trying to hold on to the frame of my greenhouse. And my oldest son, who is way bigger than me, 6 foot, like 220, he's looking at me and he's like, let go of that. I'm going to hold on to it. He's like, you're going to take flight. It was a bad deal. But yeah, those winds, man, they ripped it apart. But I'm glad it didn't get too damaged. Like, okay, yeah, it's ripped apart, but like it's fixable. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I paid $300 for that fucking greenhouse. So yeah, it'll get back together. Morning glory, giggity. I've got a blue one. You want to see the blue morning glory? Mr. Morning Glory cannot. There you go. And then this, hold on, because like on the ivy, this ivy, oh, okay. This ivy, I want to trellis up the back of my house. So that's a whole, I don't know, that's a half flat or a full flat of ivy right there. But this is the one that I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? Hold on. Hello. Those are morning glories too, but they look so different. That does not look like morning glory, y'all. Like, maybe it is. I don't know. It says morning glory, but those don't look like morning glories. Okay, Odin. Where's that Frizz? Mr. Frizz. Y'all are bad. All right. All right, y'all. I need to get my happy ass off of here and get to work. The winds are no lie. Like, in California, Leslie, like, there were the Santa Ana winds, but like, in California, I lived in the Inland Empire, and I lived deep inland, like in the fishbowl. We called it the fishbowl because like you had like all the mountains around you, and you were literally, it was like a fishbowl. And like the Santa Anas that we got there weren't too bad. There were times they were bad, but like the wind I get in Pennsylvania is freaking wild. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, I mean, there's that. Who's asking ridiculous questions? Why is my hair pink? My hair is pink because I want it pink. My hair is pink because I like pink. My hair is pink because I'm making pink great again for biological fucking females. That's what. Just saying. All right, y'all. I gots to go. But I'll see y'all around, and we'll do more garden check-ins. We will. Things are growing. Things are doing. That's right, America. America. Fuck yeah. I want everybody to have a safe and amazeballs 4th of July, like for real. And just a PSA, for all y'all who are going to take video of the fireworks going off, ain't nobody going to watch them. You know what I mean? Don't waste your time. Sophia, we can't just be the infiltrators for the blue hairs. You got pink and I got blue. Yes, Leslie. All right, y'all. I mean it. Be safe out there for 4th. Have a great time. And I'll see y'all around. All right? All right, bye, y'all. Smooches, Amy. Later, gators.